Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. Nearing the midway point of this season, Week 5 in our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, this is one of the most exciting matchups in college football every time these two blue blood programs meet. These are two of the winningest programs in the history of the game. And you'll remember, last year, Alabama going into Norman and beating the Sooners. There is a lot riding on the line today when these two teams meet. I can't wait to keep you posted on what's happening on the field and how the players are reacting with that revenge and redemption on their mind. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air, it's Mateer. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. On the run, it's Walker. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line?
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now the defense will try to rise up on third and short from the 21. Wide left, it's Tegna. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understanding they're going to throw the ball really quickly.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snaps on fourth down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling.
And it's picked off at the goal line. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
Looking for the edge. Pulls it on the option. He's got the first down. Could be an alley. They bring him down. A big gain on the option, and they will challenge your ability to tackle in space. The Sooners just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wide receiver comes in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. Pitch and the ball's loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. The pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down decision. And the Sooners line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On his way back from the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Tide ready to roll on offense. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing Russell. Gonna let it fly. Pulls it in on the right. Got loose, made the big play, and took it down to the 31. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Toss sweep to the right. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On the run, deep down the right side. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Still on his feet. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Throws to the wideout. Left side is Rodgers. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Russell on play action. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Scoreless as we head into the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Out wide left, it's Rodgers. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on fourth down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. In traffic, it's Harris. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. The sure hands, it's Harris. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
And we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
Second down, gonna throw it. Left side is Blaylock. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Out wide right, it's Thomas. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
It's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Right side, it's Sategna. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a fourth down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. And the field goal unit is on the field. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And this one splits the uprights. And the field goal ties it up here in the second quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the return, it's Rodgers. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short.
Black 14! Black 14!
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Right back to it. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
That's a really good job by this defense because second and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, third and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
From their own 23, it'll be first and 10. Keelan Russell. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Long way to go on second down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Back to throw, it's Russell. Unloads to the right. Swats it away.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Russell from the gun on third down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. On the option, the keeper. He'll toss it. He's out past the 35. Well, so much for running out the clock. You get a huge play like that, and you're set up maybe to put points on the board before the break. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Keeps it moving. It's Blaylock. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to throw. It's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Making his first move. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He'll do it himself. And he's going to lose yardage on that one, and that could be the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Cal taking on the number 3 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Golden Bears, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. The victory gets this team to 4-2. It has not been a perfect start, but they are right in position entering the 2nd half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They go play action with Russell. Look out! Being chased. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
Tie game here early in the 2nd half, and offensively you're hoping to get something going, but after that incompletion it kind of kills all of your momentum. This quarterback is really going to have to lock in here for the rest of this game if they're going to win.
Trying to get started. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And we already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. From the gun, running back gets to give. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Under pressure. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he should.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And that one will give him the lead. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. He'll start the return inside his 5. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Turning it on! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. On play action. Unloads to the wideout. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. Defensive holding, an automatic 1st down for this offense. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. Oh, a double pass. Out wide right, it's Thomas. Makes the grab in their space. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Looking to get it in. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. Obviously, you might be thinking run initially, but 3rd and 2, they choose to pass the football, and the defense breaks right on the ball, makes a solid tackle to get it to the ground, and now force 4th down.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the 4th quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that 4th down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
Stop right there.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Russell, he'll take a deep shot here. He's got it down the left side. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Crimson Tide with the aerial assault working back at it here. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Going to field this one in tight quarters. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. To the air, it's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Unloads in the nick of time.
In this moment of the game, late, you need your quarterback to be playing his best football. This is when you need him to be the most accurate and to make the best decisions, and he has not yet completed a throw here in the 4th quarter. That is bad news for this offense.
Fires to the wideout. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. And the Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Here comes that Alabama offense. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Shows him the stiff arm. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. Now on second down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Throwing Russell. Fires left. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
Gonna take a shot. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown tie. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Right side, it's Blaylock. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harris. There he goes. Into the house. Touchdown Sooners.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. Rush right in his face. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
Not a lot of room to field this one. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. He'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Shakes off the defender. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you
flying down the left side. Inside the touchdown, Oklahoma. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. And he's not going to take the touchback. Slips through the line. He's got it out. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there. Finish this thing.
The extra point is good. And now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Rushes on. Finds his big tight end. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. You're not able to get it done.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. as the clock winds down. Intercepted, number 19. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiled.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.